You thinking about moving to North Texas and Anna's on your radar? Well, today we're going to go over all the pros and cons and everything you need to know about living in Anna, Texas. So stay tuned.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Patrice.
And today we are going over the pros and cons and everything else you need to know about one of the fastest growing cities in all of North Texas, and that is
Anna, Texas.
Anna, Texas. We get calls every single day about people looking to relocate here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and Anna is one of the ones that we get asked about on a consistent basis, and for good reason. And we're going to go over all those pros and cons. Now, if this is your first time on our channel, we are local real estate agents specializing right here in all things Dallas, Texas.
So hit that subscribe button and that bell and make sure you get notified anytime we do a new video. And of course, don't forget to give us a call, text, or email. Whatever you got to do to get a hold of us, just get a hold of us.
We have got your back when it comes to all things Dallas real estate, and especially Anna, Texas. So we are going to get into this bad boy, Anna, Texas. What exactly is Anna, Texas? Where is it located, Patrice?
Well, Anna, Texas is a quirky little town located just above McKinney-ish area.
Yeah, it's 75, right off the 75 freeway, so it's about 40 miles north of downtown Dallas. So it goes McKinney, Melissa, and then Anna. And Anna, again, one of the top 5 fastest growing cities in all of North Texas. And like I said, for pretty good reason. In fact, they've got just several different exciting things going on, and we'll get into that a little bit. Let's go over why would someone want to move to Anna, Texas versus somewhere like Prosper, Texas, which is another outstanding community.
Well, Anna, Texas has a little bit cheaper housing prices.
A little bit. It's a $100,000 difference. Well, I'm not even talking about average. So the average house, I just pulled a report. Average house in Anna, Texas for a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, about 2,200 square feet or so. Do you know what the price is on that?
I'm not sure. What would the price be?
$317,000. That is actual sold prices.
Okay.
Right? So that is sold over the last 365 days. Do you know if you wanted to get the same thing in Prosper, what the average price is?
I think the average price, is probably in the 4s now, right?
Yeah, $100,000 more, $425,000.
Okay.
Do you know what that means in a monthly payment?
That's a big difference.
$500. It's a $500 difference.
Yeah. Well, and the nice thing is it's off the 75.
Yeah.
You know.
So you're gonna save on tolls.
Yes.
Especially if you're commuting to downtown. If you're commuting to downtown Dallas and you live in Anna, Texas, anything up that 75 corridor is bueno. It's going to save you quite a bit.
Yeah.
In fact, I just did a cost analysis for one of our clients that lives in Prosper, and he's got to commute to the airport. And so from that 380 on the tollway down to Mockingbird, which is where Love Field is, you are talking about, it's going to cost him $225 a month just in tolls.
That's a lot.
So, you know how much it would cost if you lived in Anna? Zero. So.
Well, gas.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you have gas no matter what. So, I mean, it's $500 savings on your house for the same house, and $225 there, give or take.
It's quite a savings.
$750. Yeah,
And
that's a vacation.
You know, and it's so easy to get into the Frisco area, the Plano area, wherever you want to go. So, you know, it's not really that big of a deal.
I'm very bullish. Anything North Texas, especially along that 75, Melissa, McKinney, Anna, Van Alstyne, etc. Now, speaking of Van Alstyne, you know, one of the exciting things that is happening in Van Alstyne, which is going to impact Anna, Texas, which is why we're talking about it on this video.
Yes, that is the community of Mantua.
Yes. And Mantua, for those that don't know, is just going to be this huge master plan mixed-use community. 6,000 homes, tons of office space, business parks. Anna's got another business park that's going in. They reserved 85 acres right up to 75. So there's a huge opportunity.
Yeah, and great builders. Great builders out there.
Oh, great builders, yes, absolutely.
So, can't beat that.
One thing also, just to give you an idea, and like I said, we're just discussing before we really get deep dive into Anna and the pros and cons. We just want to give you a quick background on it. Mm-hmm. Do you know how many permits they have pulled from 2010 to 2018?
I think it's like 2,300.
2,300. You know how many they have done in the last 3 years?
I think about that.
2,500 actually.
2,500.
2,500. They've pulled more in the last 3 years than they have in pretty much in the last decade. So that is extreme bullish indicators right there. Mm-hmm. Another thing that is exciting about Anna, Texas, and something that I learned just recently. You know what their build out's going to be?
I do not.
Right around 100,000.
Oh wow.
No small town there.
Not a small town.
No small town.
And it seems like a real small town.
It's a small town right now, and that's what we're going to get into.
It's amazing.
But yeah, it's going to be putting its big boy pants on here pretty
really
soon.
is.
So if you're looking for not only an investment opportunity in your biggest investment of your life, your house, Anna, Texas is definitely something that you need to keep an eye on.
You know, and there's another pro to Anna that I just thought I'd point out. It's one of the only places that has a Carl's Jr. And so we got to visit. Yeah. We got to have some Carl's.
Absolutely.
Taste of home.
It is attached to a gas station, so kind of sucks.
Bring that up.
But anyway, all right. So let's get into some of the pros and cons.
Let's do it.
Patrice, what is the first pro?
Well, it's a growing community, of course.
Hey, we just went into that.
Pro.
Right? So just to give you an idea, in 2010, it was estimated, on those street signs and whatnot, that it was right around 8,000 people. Mm-hmm. Right now, they are sitting right at 20,000. And like I said, in the next, couple decades, that full build out, they're going to be right around that 100,000 mark. So
we just had a client that just closed in there, and they bought a beautiful house. So
love it. Mm-hmm. Absolutely love it. Mm-hmm. What is another pro? We already talked about one pro. Let's go back and forth.
Okay.
All right. So what is a con of living in Anna, Texas?
One of the cons
in 2021, 2022.
Yeah. Well, right now, while they're still building, there's not a whole lot to do out there. They do have some beautiful parks and things like that, but as far as entertainment goes, you're gonna have to come into McKinney, Frisco, Plano, and find your entertainment there.
Yeah, you're not gonna get your groove on. You're not gonna be able to get in your driveway or in your backyard, but you're not gonna be able to get your groove on in any nightclubs in Anna, Texas.
Which isn't a bad thing.
No, a lot of people love that. Mm-hmm. That could be a pro or a con.
Sure.
But like I said, it is what it is, right? But what's another pro for living in Anna, Texas?
Well, low cost of living is definitely a pro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, the further you get out, the better bang for your buck you're going to get, right? Mm-hmm. And we already discussed cost of living. We compared it to Prosper, Texas. $100,000, just over $105,000 difference in the same house, same year built, everything between Anna, Texas, and Prosper. Mm-hmm. Now, Prosper is a great place. I'm not going to knock Prosper. Everybody, if you're a fan of our channel,
Prosper.
You know what we feel about Prosper, Texas.
Prosper.
But it's getting out of control as far as escalating prices. So a lot of our clients are getting priced out of those areas. And you know what? That's not such a bad thing because Anna is a good place to live.
It is.
But not everything is all sunshines and rainbows. What is the next con of living in Anna?
The next con would be, as of right now, people aren't a big fan of the setting, the whole physical setting of the place. There's,
Well, let's be honest. North Texas was just plains and farms and ranches, and there's not a lot of
trees and.
Yeah, I mean, it's just flat land, right? It's just flat land. So that's what you get in Anna, Texas, because it's not developed yet. So when you're driving around, you're going to see some cows. You're going to just see some, bushes and that sort of thing. And it's just empty, raw land. A lot of it. That's what Frisco was when we moved here.
Yeah.
So you're going to get a lot of that. And you could say that for every single fat growing city in North Texas. If you're not in the kind of burbs, right?
Yeah, but you know what? We got beautiful skies and big poofy white clouds, and I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. You cannot go wrong in North Texas, I'm telling you, people. All right. So, what is another pro?
Well, which goes with that kind of. There's quiet, peaceful neighborhoods, which is fantastic after you've had a long day of work.
Yeah, and what I love about it, they're all new and fresh, right? So you've got these exciting master plan communities where you do have event coordinators, you've got the really nice, pools and parks, and they really do a good job of doing that sort of thing.
Friendly neighbors.
I mean, that's what I love about these, especially if you're moving from out of state, is the new build communities are where it's at. I know it's been frustrating for the last year or so with everything going on in the new build community. You don't need to get me started on that, but I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, I can see the light, and things are getting much better, and I love it for people that are relocating here strictly because everything's fresh and new and everybody's out and enjoying their new community. So it's so much easier to meet people.
It really is,
whereas you get in that kind of established neighborhood of Frisco, Texas, in that 1998 house, and guess what? Those guys have been there, done that. They're not interested in meeting you. So
yeah, that's true.
That's the unfortunate side.
That's the truth.
What's another con?
Another con would be probably long commutes if you've got to get, anywhere besides Anna.
Yeah. If you're working from home, that commute is great.
Yes.
Right? But if you're not, if you are working in downtown Dallas, it's about a 45-minute commute. Straight, easy commute traffic. Right down the 75. Now, one of the other things, though, is that if you are working in that Frisco, Prosper kind of new headquarter area, you just hop down that 75 and then you will hit some tolls on that 121, but it's a quick 20-25 minutes and you're into that area. So where all the new tech and all that stuff is. So it's a pretty easy commute with not a lot of traffic. So that's a really, really cool thing.
Yep.
So that's kind of Anna, Texas. There's so much to offer. If you're a young family and you're looking for that 4-bedroom, kind of that step-up neighborhood where you want to have that pride of ownership, that Anna, Texas is a must place to visit. It's got everything you can possibly want, and it's growing and it's coming. So it's just a great spot, and all of our clients that we put in there absolutely love it. So again, if you are looking to relocate here to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Anna, Texas, Prosper, Frisco, McKinney, whatever it is, make sure you hit that dream home form. Let's get you started on your dream home form. And until the next time, I'm Andy.
And I'm Patrice.
Take care.